at the 5th annual Phoenix Fall Classic, and it was hosted by the University of Chicago. The University of Chicago is traditionally, top 15 team D3, and then Southern Illinois Carbondale had a pretty good squad there. Half their team was at Mizzou, and the rest of the swimmers were at this meet. On the women's side, Hillsdale College was there. They're a D2 school in the GLIAC. Then on the men's and women's side, Hope College from Holland, Michigan was there. Men's and women's side, Wheaton, D3 school in the Chicago area. Lake Forest College, another D3 school in the Chicago area. And then Lincoln College was a junior college, and then Iowa Lakes Community College as well.
Before you go into the results, tell me why it's called the Phoenix Open. I get asked that a lot.
I believe the University of Chicago's mascot is the Phoenix.
Oh, is that right? Okay,
Yes.
well, that answers that. Hey, people expect it to be in Arizona or someplace.
One might think that.
Well, how did you do?
Overall, we did very well. Team-wise, our men finished second to the host school, and then our women finished fourth. They were very close to Southern Illinois Carbondale for third, but Hillsdale has been a pretty strong team in the past couple of years. They finished second, and then the host school, Chicago, finished first.
That's a mix of teams, though, at all levels. Is that a good thing in swimming?
Well, it is. I mean, any team can really compete with any team in any division at any time. There's like the D2 and D3 national champs can take down probably 75% of the D1 teams. Right. So it's a good competition.
How about your individuals? Who swam well?
Overall, the whole team did very well. We won 5 total races, all on the men's side. Matt Luton, junior, probably had the top meet as far as places. He won the 1650, which is the swimming equivalent of the mile. He won that event on Friday. It was his personal best by 12.5 seconds, and he ended up achieving the NCAA qualifying standard in that event. And then he followed that up with a win in the 500 free on Saturday, and then a win in the 200 free on Sunday. So he had a fantastic meet as far as scoring a lot of points for the team.
When you go on the road for an extended time, I think this was 3 days. Is that a team building thing? Because it seems like you do a lot of that stuff.
I'd have to say so. I mean, they're on a bus for 8 hours on the way there, 8 hours on the way back, and they're pretty much eating breakfast together and then going to the pool. And we're at the pool from maybe 8:30 to 12:30, and then we're grabbing lunch. We go back to the hotel. Everybody takes an hour and a half nap, and then we're right back at the pool at 4:30, and we're there till about 8 o'clock at night before getting dinner and before going to bed. So when you do that a couple days in a row, it's kind of nice for the team to have that camaraderie.
To this point in the season, who are some of the people that have led you through this early part of the year?
Well, I'd have to say Matt Luton did a fantastic job this fall. We saw amazing things out of 2 other swimmers in picking up wins. Sophomore Aubrey Churchman won the 100 backstroke, which was, I think, a really big momentum builder for him. He had an awesome meet in the 100 back, going a couple lifetime best times in that one event alone. Every time he swam it, he got faster. And then he also put a good 200 back on the scoreboard. And then freshman Lane Bland from Bentonville, Arkansas, he won the 200 back. But not only in winning the 200 backstroke, he finished second to Matt Luton in the 1650, an event that he's never swam before.
Wow.
He's never swam that event, and he ended up getting second place. And he was with Matt probably for the first 900 yards of that one. So that's when Matt kind of shifted into overdrive, and that's actually when they took over the lead on the guy from the University of Chicago. There was a swimmer from Chicago that had the lead up until about the 1,000, and then Matt and Lane kind of caught up to him and passed him. So those guys really put some good times on the board. Daniel Day, he didn't win any events, but he broke his own school records in the 200 IM and the 400 IM, and he also played a big role in relays. Nathan Graber, who was a major player for our team last year, he had very good swims in the 500 free, 200 free, and probably his best swim came in the 200 butterfly. He broke his own school record in that event and got second place. And then I don't want to leave anybody out,
right,
but
sure.
On the women's side, we had some big swims. Freshman Paige Meredith got second place in the 100 butterfly, broke the school record in that event in the morning, and then went even faster at night. Maggie Metz had a couple strong finishes, won her lifetime best time in the 500 free, achieved the NCAA B cut in that event. and she also achieved the NCAA B standard in the 400 IM and broke her personal best by 2.5 seconds. And the most significant thing about the 400 IM is we keep track of what times make the national meet. I mean, there's the A standard, which is an automatic, but then there's the B, and then they take those faster of the B times.
Right.
But we track what the last B time was that was invited the previous year and the previous year before that, so we have an idea of what time we need to shoot for. Obviously, we don't want to just go that time because somebody might be faster and get that invite. But Maggie's 400 IM was less than 1.5 seconds off. So for a 400 IM, for an event that she went 4 minutes and 30 seconds, all we got to do is find approximately a second and a half in 16 lengths of the pool, which is less than a tenth of a second a length. So with more work, hopefully she'll be able to achieve that time. What's
next for you guys?
We have, actually for the women, they swim at KU on Saturday, December 7th. Their coach reached out to us, and because we're close, they wanted to get us on the schedule. So we're going to be going to Lawrence, Kansas on Saturday, December 7th, and it's women only because KU does not have a men's team. And then next for the men and women after that, we actually go up to Lewis University for a two-day duel. We're going to have different events on different days, and it's going to score. It's going to be two meets. It's not going to be one combined meet. We'll do like shorter events one day and longer events on the other. But that's on Monday, December 16th, and Tuesday, December 17th.